me and listening to me for a few years. Everything's happening now. The world weather is changing, floods around the world. It's all engineered. Are you ready? It's a new normal, right? Do you accept the new normal? We haven't been normal as humans for 2,000 years, 3,000 years, maybe longer. We accept the fake religions, we accept the fake economies, the fake money, the fake everything. We're in the world and of the world. We're not separate and distinct. We're not reasoning together. We're not doing what we should do to come together. There's a small group of us that are doing it, but for what reason? I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know why the people that are in my small sphere of influence, people open eyes, open minded, coming together for a reason. Right now you should be focusing on growing your own food. You should be focusing on building your life on a solid foundation of you, most important person you know. Because if you're not strong, if you're not full of resources, you cannot provide for your children, for your family, for yourself. You cannot depend on the big box stores and the economies. You cannot depend on the palace, the presidents and the leaders of the world, because they're all either being controlled by the oligarchs or they're ignorant. I I'm telling you, there's a one world government, a one world currency, a one world religion happening right now, and they're creating a beast management system. And we're the beast. You're a beast. I'm a beast. The number of man is 666. Your religion lied to you. Blood and sacrifice is not the way to do it. I mean, flesh, the results of the flesh is being worldly, hypocrisy, hypocrites, plastic people doing plastic things for plastic reasons. The higher reason is to find the truth, resist being a slave, resist following the orders of the media, the DOH, the world organizations that have all these great ideas. The truth is, we're being led to our own enslavement, total enslavement. We've been enslaved by lies and hypocrisy, vain repetition, and idolatry for over 2,000 years. We believe in the wrong objectives. Most of you have a creator, most of you have a religion, a way of life, a book, but you don't think about who writes that book, do you? You don't think about who prints that money and why the money exists. You don't think about the electricity, the even wearing shoes. You know, you were born barefooted. The best thing you can do is walk on the ground, ground yourself, get to know your surroundings, grow food, have resources, live a natural life, find a higher vibration, love and peace and harmony and repentance and mercy and action. No more talking. It's time for action. The wealth of the wicked is held and stored for the just. The oligarchs wrote that. It's a very profound statement of reality. The oligarchs know that they lose, but they're going to try everything they can to win the battle over our spirituality. Our spirituality is here in our heart. The kingdom of our Father is in our heart. We are created in the image of our Creator. We are co creators. We're supposed to have dominion over this heavenly plane called earth as gardeners, caretakers, benevolent, loved ones. We're supposed to have honor and truth and discipline, and we're supposed to be wise. We're supposed to see clearly, but we don't. What are you going to do? There are things happening right now around the world. Billions of people are waking up in different ways, fighting against the machine of enslavement, fighting against this power over you and your free will. But what are you going to do? Are you just going to stand in line? Are you going to allow yourself to be transhumanized? Are you going to follow the leader? Or will you be a leader? You know, you might be the only freedom, the only love, the only honor that someone will see. You might be the only representation of love and peace and happiness and truth that someone can judge. You might be the motivation for people around you. You know, you know what's very strange about us humans? When there's an emergency, when there's a catastrophe, a disaster, we all come together and love and help each other. Forsaking everything, we stop our lives, we help each other. Right now, why are you waiting for a catastrophe? Why are you waiting for the world to end before you wake up and be human? Why? Because that's all you know. Our Father's creation dies from lack of knowledge. What is the knowledge? You're the answer. The man or woman in the mirror, the person you see in the mirror every day, is the answer. You're the one that's held accountable. You're the one that'll be labeled as the problem if you do not become the solution. Are you ready? Are you ready to stand up and unite and be the solution? Or do you just desire to be part of the problem? It's very hard to be labeled as a problem when you don't see it, when you don't identify your own hypocrisy, when you don't identify the lies in your life because you're generationally cursed with lies. Nobody's coming to save you. The Iman's not going to come. Jesus is not coming. God is not going to save you. And believe me, the beginning of knowledge, the beginning of wise life is not the fear of God. The beginning of knowledge, the beginning of life is when you walk your manifest destiny, when you go through that gate. That path of reconciliation is you redeeming your life to be human. That's all. The wealth of the wicked, we're the wicked, is held and stored for the just, a small remnant of those that are anointed and emboldened to be human, heavenly minded, heavenly bound in a terrestrial plane called Earth. We're the change. The oligarchs will serve us if we stop serving them. The lies will be exposed when we stop serving the lies. You see, it's all about you and me. Are you ready?